How y'all doing? Mikey, to start with that, do people still bring up that?
You know, after being here since January, it fizzled out after the first couple of weeks, but definitely had some mention over it. It was funny because at the time, Clayton was training for the draft, so he'd be in there getting work in after our workouts. I'd be doing some recovery work, so I'd talk a little crap to him here and there, little bragging rights. But no, I mean, all funny, all joking. But obviously just seeing the growth that this program has taken, and obviously to be a part of it now, come full circle, be back home. So crazy, unique opportunity that I'm just blessed to have.
Where are you with your receivers as far as getting on the same page as your receivers? How comfortable do you feel with them?
Yeah, I feel very comfortable. Obviously, figuring out guys, figuring out their strengths. Not too many weaknesses in that room, honestly. So those guys have done an excellent job, but it's just creating timing and chemistry, talking through concepts, them understanding how we think as a quarterback room, not just as individual quarterbacks, and ultimately building chemistry as a quarterback room as well, because we got to be thinking the same so that it makes it a seamless transition for the wide receivers. We did a lot of rotating this spring in the quarterback room and in the receiver room, so got a lot of different reps with a lot of different guys, but it's just repetitions, and they talk about it all the time. It's the dark hours work that we have to get on our own as well. So that's a huge thing going into summer, leading into fall camp and season.
You mentioned those receivers. How does that compare to the other places that you've been, the talent in that room here?
Yeah, it's the best that I've had so far. I mean, some guys that I've been with, individuals have been pretty solid as well and great players, but this is the best overall receiver group that I've had. So super blessed to be in the quarterback room that gets to distribute the ball to those guys. Glad to have them on our side, and it's going to be a nightmare for defenses come season.
Yeah, how does that make it easier on a quarterback, having that talent?
I feel that just the ability to take one-on-one balls and make a defense play zone coverage, and if they do play man coverage, knowing that we have the advantage on our side of the ball. Obviously, I've got a lot of reps with a guy like Jalen Moss coming from Fresno, but at the same time, Marion, Reed, all those guys have been stepping up. Raiden did an excellent job this spring. All those guys really did in that room. So having those mismatches with those guys, feeling confident in our one-on-one situations, because that's really what it boils down to is one-on-one and when you're one-on-one in football. So.
This Arroyo, Kenny Dillingham offense unique to other ones?
Super quarterback friendly. Obviously, Coach Arroyo, his background, having played the position, and his background with coordinating as well as with quarterbacks, super unique. Got a little bit of some similar background. He worked with Coach Tedford for a while as well, so some similarities there. And then Coach Dillingham, his resume speaks for itself as well. So two very quarterback-friendly guys that understand how to make it easier for a quarterback, how to get them in good plays, how to teach the game to them, and then conceptually wise, knowing their bread and butter, having a lot of confidence in what they've been able to do here on their own, and then coming together as one. So ultimately, have a lot of confidence in those guys, and when you step on the field, you trust their coaching.
Did you talk to Jalen at all when you were in the portal?
I mean, it was a quick deal for me. I was in town when I was in the portal, so kind of just drove over here. But he was at the dinner when I first got here. But yeah, I mean, had some communication with him. So super excited to be here for our last years together. Obviously had a great time with him at Fresno State. He was one of our more dynamic playmakers, made a lot of plays for me. So just excited to be back with him for sure.
Guys, good. Were you like organizing everything with the quarterbacks, inviting them over, taking them out to dinner around here?
Say that one more time.
As the older guy of the group, are you like organizing things with the quarterbacks, taking them out to dinner and different things?
Yeah, we've done a couple dinners. We hang out a whole bunch. That's a unique group right there. I like those guys a lot. We all get along very well, so they've done a really good job. Cam's done a really good job, obviously being here for a year and welcoming me, Cutter, and Jake. Jake's a new guy as well, so. And then just kind of sharing my leadership and kind of the stuff that I've learned over the years. If they haven't seen it or whatever, I've seen a whole lot. So just trying to share what I can with those guys and help them learn.
Who's the funniest guy in the room?
Funniest guy in the room? I'll let those guys answer because I think I take the cake. But we all got some good personalities, so I appreciate the dynamic that we have in the room for sure.
Thanks.
Thanks.